Today, we're gonna be talking about something that I've been waiting to go over with you guys. That is the backhand punch volley. This is going to be one of the most important shots we've talked about so far, because at the 3-0, 3-5, 4-0 level especially, you're going to be hitting lots of these, and if you can't hit this shot well, you won't be able to get into the slow game and kind of all the other strategy that we work on. The backhand punch volley is so important for a couple reasons. The first of which is it is going to be how we handle drives. So the biggest question I get asked is, how do we beat bangers, right? I'm going to make a whole separate video breaking down this entire thing, but this is going to be the most important thing we talk about. That is because the punch volley is short. So when someone hits a ball really hard at us, if we take a big swing, like a swinging volley, it's going to be very hard to make good contact. So how do we hit the punch volley? First thing, again, starting from the ground, we need to be in our athletic stance, butt back. Paddle is in front, in a nice neutral position. Then as the ball comes, we start with our wrist. So I'm gonna go sideways for you guys. As the ball comes, I break my wrist. So what I mean by that is my wrist is straight, I turn it, this gets the paddle face open. So now that the paddle face is facing the camera, when that ball comes to me, I use my arm, not my wrist, to punch the ball. Punch. I can extend my wrist a little bit for power like this, but again, it's pretty much all coming from my arm and my shoulder. This is what allows me to get these hard drives and hit the ball down. The last thing is the follow through. So unlike a lot of the other shots we talk about, we are not gonna take a long follow through. So I'm not gonna go like that, because if that ball pops or whatever and they hit another one and I'm in this position, I'm in big trouble. So instead, it's gonna be really short. That way when the ball comes back, I can do it again. The other thing with the backhand punch, why it's more important than the forehand side, with our backhand, we can technically cover in our continental grip almost any spot. So not that I wanna hit a backhand here, but I can. So I can hit backhands here, I can hit it all the way out here. With the forehand, I can cover this, but I can't cover my body. So we want to get very good at countering with our backhand, because it's how we're gonna cover most of these balls. This is the same shot we're gonna use for a lot of the counters at net as well. When the ball comes quick, we're just gonna go and punch it. We're not gonna take that big swing. We're gonna use that bigger swing on put away volleys or a slow sitting ball, but on any ball that comes at us with pace, the backhand punch volley is going to be king.
Guys, jumping out of the video for a second, thank you so much for all the support. It has been amazing. We have so much cool new content coming. Please don't forget to subscribe. It helps my channel grow so much. And now we'll get you guys back to the video.
So a couple things I want you guys to take note of watching me hit those balls is, first, that I was getting the ball down. So again, as I'm hitting, I'm getting the paddle face even or somewhat even turned down and getting on top of the ball. That's what allows me to absorb so much pace and handle it. The same thing is true when the ball's at net, right? Now that I'm on the other side, it's very similar. On the right, I was able to hit almost everything with this backhand. On the left, it's gonna be true as long as your partner is covering the middle. You're still gonna be taking most of your counters as backhands. And even when they speed up at the net at me, I still wanna get that paddle face a little bit down and punch that ball forward. So again, that extension, that's what you saw in that video. I was really trying to show you guys how I'm extending my arm out through the ball, but it's more important when they're up at net, because if I take too big of a swing or I'm not ready, the ball's gonna come back to me. On the drive, it's a little less important because they're further back. But next, what you'll see is when Zach speeds up a ball at me and I punch it, I'm ready immediately for that next ball. So the punch volley is so key because it allows you to recoil and get ready for your next shot. The last thing, and this is only gonna be true from the left side, it's gonna be called ball continuation. This is gonna be important because let's say Zach speeds up to me this direction. What we don't wanna do is try to punch the ball back in the same direction. The problem is going back this way, I don't have any power. My shoulder feels very awkward. This is a hard shot. Instead, we're going to draw that triangle and continue with the ball. So if that ball comes at my chest, I'm going to hit it this way. That way I'm able to punch and extend and maximize my power. If you can do this, you'll be able to counter not only balls that come straight at you, but also the balls that come at you on an angle and hit them with a lot more power than you are normally. Nice ball. The important thing to note in what you just saw is especially that cross ball, I just go with it. Again, it's not about fighting the ball. When it comes right at me, just punch it. And the second thing is you were able to see when Zach hit a good first ball and was on the second one, I was ready for the second one. That's because I'm not having a big follow through. So it's one, it's two, I'm ready for the next ball. And if we're in a game and we don't know it's coming, sometimes it may even go 3 or 4. And we're both ready because we're just punching that nice short volley. Okay guys, I just want to go over what we talked about today. So again, the backhand punch volley, one of the most important volleys that you're going to learn. It allows us to deal with drives, it allows us to deal with good speed ups, and it's very effective. So again, when we're at net, getting that wrist set, punching, staying short, mixing a little bit of the wrist extension with a lot of the arm is what allows us to hit the ball hard and get it down. Remember, when the ball comes at us on an angle, we can stay with that angle. We don't have to fight it and try and go back where it came from. And remember, our backhand is what we are covering most of the shots with. So we can cover a backhand easily, like you saw in the video, all the way to here, even outside if I have to. If you're someone that sits a lot forehand, you're gonna get hit a lot. You're gonna get stuck a lot. So you wanna get comfortable hitting this backhand punch volley. It's essential for leveling up.